Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is my Alternity mode. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this is an alternative way to play Skyrim. I'm going back to random starts. I did an Argonian the other day, but I wanted to do a female character so you guys could kind of see kind of the difference. Now the one thing with the random starts, it to switch to female, for some reason takes a few seconds. The reason I believe it is that I have a KS Mods Harris KS Hair mod installed. So I think that actually is what takes the longest portion for it to load like a female coming up. So if you give it a few minutes, it'll switch over. And there it switched over. Now give it a few more seconds or so, and it should change to a female. And then you can do your edits for making a female character. I'll wait for it to finish its changing. But it's one of those things that just takes a while. And I think it's just there's probably 200 or more different hairstyles that you can choose as a female. I know it's a lot, but just the way it's set up. We're waiting. I've never actually timed it now. I usually do something else when I'm doing this. But yeah, it's taken over almost a minute and a half now. Hopefully any second. You guys will think I'm lying to you. He's like sitting there staring at you. Okay. And we are at 2 minutes now. It hasn't changed. Like I said, usually I'll walk off and do something else. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it finally changed. It doesn't change the presets and stuff. It's just there's different hairstyles, which I think is what takes the longest to load. So we pick what we want it to look like. Go back to this one. I think just a starting face. Skin tone can we make darker. Give it a little bit of a tan. There you go. And then the weight. Make sure she's got. I always put the heavy weight on females. I don't know. It just seems to make sense. She says you're going to be running around with swords and stuff like that. Have a little bit more. Make her less dirty. You can pick whatever war paint you like and things like that. I'm not going to do any war paint right now. Let's see. Nose. Let's switch the nose, I think. Okay. And go with a little less. And you can adjust however you want to, but these are the basic adjustments. It's not anything different than a normal Skyrim playthrough. In fact, I have no kind of modifications for actually what they look like as far as like their facial features or things that change facial features. They're pretty much all what you get basically with the game anyway. I think there's a few things. There's one mod, I don't know why it makes it, all women have like different underwear. So you have that. But I will probably, when I'm going through this, go ahead and show you also a couple other things, especially because we're going to be tropical Skyrim still. So it's actually not Skyrim. I call it whatever you want to call it other than Skyrim, because you're not in the cold. It's going to be warm outside. Mouse shape. It's really up to you how you want to make it look. I'm just looking through some of the options here. And then this is the hairstyle. Hairstyles, you get the normal ones at first, and then you see you can go through, and then it'll start changing. About this point, you start seeing other hairstyles that'll come up. Some are just different, kind of depends. Now, the one thing about these hairstyles, legendary, it's those hairstyles move that I have there. This one, it's all the hairstyles you pick are static. So whatever hairstyle you pick is basically, it sometimes will conflict with the armors. But then you can just choose to wear less armor and you don't have to worry about it. Or we could leave our hair up. Or pick something that just doesn't cover everything. I do have bikini armor mods, so you can also kind of work around that as well. Let's go look out on the far end. Like I said, there's literally like, I don't know, maybe even like 300 different hairstyles that you can pick. So it's really up to you if you want to do that. The one thing I do with my games, especially Alternity, is I want my games to not be the same as the other games. When I like my PlayStation or my PC games, they're all Skyrim, but they're all different kind of variations of Skyrim. Like this one is a modded special edition. So the mods I have in here, I won't do anywhere else. That's why I keep them separate. I know it's a little, I guess, over the top, but looking for a hairstyle that I don't think will conflict that much. I'm just at the midpoint too, so, and I don't want it to look too frilly. I think that's decent, and then we'll do a hair color. Maybe give her red hair or light color hair. We'll do that. And then we pick the name. Oh. I don't think that hairstyle will conflict. And there we go, Rhaeyna the She-Devil. And you get the same thing with random starts. We'll go ahead and pick a last time I did random with my Argonian guy. I'll go ahead and do random, or go ahead and pick a combat kit. Because like I said, they'll drop you anywhere. This will give you heavy armor and a one-handed weapon though. Cancel waiting. And then it does the same thing. Basically, we're going to get... outside of having like a parachute drop us in, it's just going to pop us somewhere on the map. And I have had times before when it will pop me inside something that I can't get out of. And the quick way to get out of stuff, if you're someplace that you can't see... Oh, shoot. Sorry, got me already inside someplace getting killed. Where am I at? The only way to check sometimes is to hit save. And then if I go back and look at my save, tell me I'm in the Forsaken Cave. Exactly what I mean. That sometimes they're going to give you something that you don't expect to be in. And I've got raptors chasing me, so I can't guarantee I will live on this one. So what I'm going to do is try and trick them and run back. Let's see if this is the exit. Yeah, we're going for the exit. Okay, my stamina's low. Okay, we're going for the exit. Okay. That's why I enjoy it, actually. It's kind of funny that you jump in. It's like, you know, you're in places. I did get stuck inside, I think it's like part of the Thieves Guild quest line. It was the ruin where Mercer takes you. But what I did is, if you do COC in the help menu, do COC Riverwood, that'll pop you right to Riverwood. And I come out and I'm getting attacked again. What the heck? This place. So I'm going to put my weapon up to run faster. I might have to use, usually sometimes it'll give you healing. So I'm being chased. I don't know where I'm on the map exactly. I don't remember the Forsaken Cave. But I know that if I get out onto the water, it will take me away from the velociraptors that was just trying to eat me. So there you go. I'm safe. At least they presumably so. I don't know where I'm at. Let me go and take my helmet off so I can see if the hair conflicts. Okay, yeah, that's pretty non-conflicting hairstyle. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and pop her through. There's only two places when you start random starts. One, it will give you the Rumors of Dragons quest, which basically will allow you to fast travel to Helgen. I don't want to go to Helgen right away, so I could walk from here, where I'm at. Okay, Forsaken Cave. I'm up from Whiterun. Okay, I could technically just take off and head to Whiterun. So we'll see if we can do that. But also, because I've got Pirates of the North, you can go to the first Frostcombe Landing. We'll go to Frostcombe Landing. Instead of walking, because pretty much, I mean, just like I've already used half my healing potions just from the get-go. But like I said, you know, if you get in trouble, you can fast travel as long as you can get away, run away from everything. But you start with a basic set of equipment and no real skills or anything like that. But I do know where some stuff is kind of easy to pick up. So we'll go ahead and do that. The reason those ones are coming up in between, that's another mod that's also tropical. It's called Abaya. It's actually a Spanish mod. That's what some of the monsters from it. But it's, or the mod itself is in Spanish, but there's an English translation that you can get as well. That was actually designed by a friend of mine, so our Facebook friend, the guy I know on Facebook is the one that designed that. But we're here in this little Frostcombe Landing. Pirates of the North, and I think I explained this with the Argonian, is that all the Pirates of the North are right here. Different ports along the Skyrim ground. I'm going to go ahead and save right here so I don't go back to, if I get killed, I don't go back to that crazy place. I think I know where that Forsaken Cave is. I think I could have went in there, but there's some other stuff I think that goes along with that, so we want to get out of there. But as you can see, it's still the tropical environment. Here in this land that I ventured, there's no kind of gravitational pull on some rocks that are in the water. For some reason they float, kind of like I said before, like in the Hallelujah Mountains in Avatar that like float in the sky. It's kind of like that. That's how I rationalize an alternative gameplay style to Skyrim. Basically, I'm still playing on the same platform, but my story can be a lot different or the same depending on what you want it to be. I mean, you'll still have the same quest, but I do have some minor quests that give you other things. So it's really up to you as how you want to play the game. Like I said, I'll show you some specific things, kind of a walkthrough of what it's like to start with random starts in a tropical world of Skyrim. So this is what I was talking about. There's some places that things are lying around. So one thing I'm going to do here is run over here and get, I can get in these things. There's some stuff in the satchel. There's some gold to be taken.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later.
Every time this guy does this, I kill him. I kid you not, I attack him every time. Where'd he go? And I don't care what he says. When the hunter comes up, I'm going to lie to him too. Just because it's like, okay, yeah, you just gave me that for free and I'm not giving it up. I'm going to keep it. I know, bad of me, but if I was a good character, I don't, but, you know. I'll take this stuff off here. Stuff that I think is is kind of valuable in a way.
Someone run past just now. Well, if you do, grab him and yell. Bastard stole from me.
Whatever, his corpse is laying right there. You should be able to see it. These deer pelts I can't stand. You can't really sell them for anything. Or you can sell them, but you can't use them for anything. They don't, they're not usable as far as like for crafting or anything like that. They're just a bunch of tongs laying on the ground. I don't think I have any lockpicks yet, so yeah, I don't have any lockpicks. But I will take the other stuff that's around here and this strange looking butterfly. Got two, a purple and a green butterfly. Okay, I think that's all I need from here, really. Oh, there's a knapsack over here too as well.
What's she digging around in there for?
I just like the kind of, it's just relaxing playing in the tropical realm. It's like, wow. But this is the basically beginning playthrough. I might do this for a while with her and show you the things around here. Sometimes these sandstorms will come up where you see like it becomes really hard to see. It doesn't stop you from playing, but it just makes it a lot harder to see. We're up by Solitude. And then you got this right here. This is kind of interesting. There's I have a mod called it gives AI to the different characters, like the NPCs in the game, and sometimes you'll find the carriage driver. They've all got little camps now. Sometimes they'll be there. Sometimes they're up on their cart. Sometimes they're sitting off reading a book. You just got to look for them sometimes. And that's true for everybody. You've got to look for them a little bit because they're not just sitting around anymore. Go to Whiterun first. The reason I go to Whiterun, there's a couple things that are there that you can use. However, with that AI program I was just talking about, it's going to start a quest line as soon as I get to Whiterun. It's a short one. It's basically helping out the jester, Cicero. He's actually there, and when we get there, because the AI program is running, our Uthgard will be out by the stables, which she often does. She'll go out to the stables and grab a horse and go riding around. I found her different places out by Rorikstead, over by Riverwood. But it changes all the NPCs to where they're doing things they would normally do in a given day. Chopping wood, things of that nature. I discovered Whiterun. These are the Redguard traders right here. Basically, she sells like clothing, Redguard clothing, and the other one sells like different scarves and things like that. This is their horse. that you can basically, anybody can get up and ride it. Um, Once you ride it though, it'll always show up with your character until you ride something else. It's just basically kind of like a bonus to the game. They don't. It's not stealing it. It just whenever you get off of it, if you're not riding it, it will turn around and go right back. So when you get it, it's not like a horse to keep. It's just basically something you can use temporarily, and then it'll start wandering back as soon as you use it, or as soon as you get off of it. You know, when you dismount it, or what you call it. So you've seen the kind of beginning, how the um, raptors come at you. They can be very deadly too. It's not like fighting wolves. So I know some people say mods make the game easier. Not all mods are designed to make the game easier. Tropical Skyrim is designed to make it more challenging because it's hotter. Sometimes you have sandstorms that arise. I haven't really seen an effect for them that bothers me with them, but it is something that you have to be aware of because it limits your vision. That's the biggest thing, is like your in-game actual vision. What you see is like not as clear as it could be. This right here before, with special edition, I've talked about before. It's a free, kind of like at this house right here, the homestead next to White Rhino. You can see the horse walking off now. It's got an outdoor smithing area, which is pretty cool. If you haven't played, the game, it always makes you like try things out. If you do want to do anything over here, if you need to smith anything, you don't have to buy the house to be able to use this area, and it restocks. So even if you take stuff like here, like I'm taking stuff away from it, if you come back like 30 days later, whatever you took will be back in place. I'm just kind of clearing this out since it's a new character. She doesn't want to be bogged down with a whole bunch of stuff. But I'm not going to play for real long, but I will basically let you guys kind of see the initial setup of playing if you decide to get Tropical Skyrim. Just like I said, the alternative to the normal game, just playing on the platform with different mods that change it. I take what it did for me. I didn't used to play mods at all, and then I started designing mods, and then that was fine. But then I got to one point where I was like, okay, well, I've already beaten the game on PS3. I've beaten it on Legendary Edition, and then I was like, okay, well, I haven't did any mods. So the first thing I did was actually I built a couple mods myself on Steam, and then after that, I was at one point, there was a specific mod I was looking for, or I wanted to add religion to the game. Winter Sun Face of Skyrim was what I got, and it added a whole new dimension to all the characters. And I just thought it was great that you had like the game. It changed the game so much because you had more temples, more shrines, more different. Even the Daedric deity Jigalog was added. So that's what kind of convinced me about mods, is that you could make the game more than it actually is. And that's what Alternity is about. It's basically changing or transforming the game to where you're playing the game, but at the same time you're not playing the game. I think some people got the one game started with Skyrim. Enderall was like that, but some people thought it was done better and everything like that, but it started as a Skyrim mod. So I just kind of do the same thing of just, I keep using the same format because, one, it doesn't use up a lot of brain power, which I got other stuff I have to do, full-time jobs, stuff like that. So it's very relaxing to play a game that I don't have to try and relearn everything. I find new stuff all the time, but some things are the same. I'm trying to bite off the guards freaking killing of the bandits to steal their crap. I'm kind of sneaking in, swinging on the side. think because it's hot out here and it is tropical Skyrim, she's going to switch to a little bit less hot armor. I've got armor of conjuring right there. I'll wear that until I smith it or craft it. Nothing else. I think you can find so she'll cool down a little bit by wearing the. And one thing about tropical, I don't know if I've noted this in the Argonian playthrough, is that the you'll see it's got like that leopard print to all the fur armors and stuff. So I like that. I think it's pretty cool. Makes you want to wear fur armor more often. All the characters I have in tropical Skyrim, I don't use like heavy armors. I use mostly as like light armors and things like that. Unless there's a build specifically calls for a heavier armor, I generally just go with the light stuff. So this is the farm, and then we're going to go down and talk to Cicero real quick. It's not too difficult of a quest. It's just basically go down, talk to Cicero, go talk to the guy. You can report Cicero to the guards. Usually I don't. That's just a waste of time. Especially because if you talk him into it, then you're good to go. Can't stand Cicero's voice. I don't care. That's horrible. The worst part about this.
Still. Oh, I'm taking Mother to a new home. Go to the farm, the Lorius farm, just over there off the road. Talk to Lorius. He has tools. He can help me. He won't.
Okay.
He refuses.
Okay, I talked to the strange jester, as Earthguard suggested. Now I go up to the Lorius farm and get them. This is another good place to stock up on food, especially if you're playing survival mode. There's a little food area there. They're inside for the evening. What time is it? Oh, it's morning. They haven't woke up yet, so let me go raid their thing while they're doing that. The guy will come out and all of his vegetables are gone. He's like, what the heck? They never complain though. Still all the vegetables, all the plants, no complaints. And I'll show you some of the armors as well, because I know the fur armor I was talking about. That also gets the leopard print kind of look. That's the more revealing leopard print. Okay, wait for him to come. Okay, their farm is open now.
Oh, for the love of... Why can't you just leave us alone? Payne? Have you seen the man? And he's could have anything there. War contraband? What? And just who in Mara's name are you anyway? Look,
That's another reason talking him into it gives you a little bit of a speech increase.
Might be nutters, might not. The fact is, he needs help. I turn him away. What kind of a man am I?
Talk to my husband, Bantus Lorius.
Okay, we got Save Cicero, and I think I'm going to call it a day for you guys. I'll probably come back to this because there's some other mods. I could show you some of the bikini armor mods. The one thing about bikini armor is you can wear it as a man as well. It just gives you extra slots or armor slots. So, but you can't really see it. It's invisible. It won't show up on the character. So, using a female, I'll be able to show you some of that as well. And like I said, it's tropical, so we're in a tropical world. If you guys got any questions, don't forget to like and subscribe. I just got a bunch of gold off of Cicero. And it's a good starting for, the game itself, because you're starting with a good amount of gold. Put her in close-up mode. Like I said, got any questions, comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay, you guys have a good day.